Good morning and happy day after Thanksgiving. As you can see, I'm in my casual gear. I worked very, very hard yesterday just to cook for two people, but I did have a wonderful day, but it was exhausting. I actually made 6 dishes in 2 days and spent most of yesterday in the place I am most comfortable and that I love the most, my kitchen. Even though it's a tiny kitchen, I can create beautiful meals. And I'm getting a lot of questions about my brulee sweet potato mash. And it was actually the best thing on my table. And it was so fun. And you're not going to believe how easy it is to actually make. Now, I already put a video up of the brulee part, which most of you will fear the most. And believe me, I feared it too. It's fire. But it's really not hard if you have this. This is the kitchen torch you need. Now they sell different kinds, and some of the kitchen torches, they're these big tanks and they're huge, and the thing is this one. No, you don't want that. Those are dangerous. They can explode on you. This is the one you want. And any good kitchen store will have them, and you can get them online as well. It's a little tiny kitchen torch. You fill it with butane. That's all it is, like you would do a lighter. And it has a little nozzle. You can see if you have enough or whatever. It's max and minimum. And I'll tell you, all you do is unlock it. It's locked right now. You unlock it, you turn it on, you push the button, and let it go. It's very easy to control once you get used to it. So when you first start using this, make sure, first of all, you are in a safe environment. You have a fire extinguisher close to you, just in case, and that you never wave it around because it doesn't turn off by itself. You have to turn it off. I had to learn that. It's not like, oh, you push another button and it turns off. No, you have to turn this dial. So it's very important to be safe with your kitchen torch. And that's the most important thing. So you always do it in an open area where there's nothing flammable anywhere around. And you always brulee on a dish that you can put in your oven. If you can't put the dish in the oven, you have no business putting this torch anywhere near it. Okay. Now, the potatoes. If you are making this dish for a lot of people, you're going to need a sous chef because here's what I do. I bought 2 packs of these, and what they are is they're technically yams, which, by the way, are sweet potatoes. And these are yellow yams. They're not orange in color. So as you saw in my picture, it wasn't orange. It wasn't an orangey sweet potato. But what these are is if you're going to mash these get more tender and they get creamier faster. So what I did, I bought 2 packs of these. I ended up only using 1 full pack and 1 out of this pack because, again, I was only cooking for 2 people. And what I do is you just boil water, lots of salt, like you're making pasta. You got to salt your water. Boil it. Put these bad boys in whole, skin on. That's easy, right? No peeling potatoes for hours because you try to peel one of these, it's not like regular potatoes. It's not fun. So don't peel them. Put them in, skin on. When they come out, throw them in your colander, get all the water out, put them on a paper plate. This is what I did. And then you take 2 forks. And if you cook them properly, and I don't mean cook them till they're tender, I mean cook them till they're soft. That fork, when they're in that water, needs to go all the way through. That's when you know they're done. And then what you do is you cut the tops off, because these are you don't want to eat this and you don't want to eat this. So you cut those off. They should slice through with the fork. Boom, boom. And then what you do is you simply, one end goes in here and you just scrape and the skin should slide right off. Now, if you have a little bit of skin that goes into your potato mash, that's fine too. It gives it texture. And we all know that food and flavor and texture equals flavor. So the skin is not a bad thing. Okay? After you do that, it becomes very simple. You chop them up a little bit, throw them I put them in the bowl that I cooked them in. And you get your electric mixer. I added half a stick of butter and then milk. And you just start blending, 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 blending. Till it becomes whatever you like your consistency for mashed potatoes to be. And then you saw what I did. I put them into an oven-safe bowl. I used my Corningware. And I got my torch, sprinkled some brown sugar over the top, try to get it as even as possible. You saw on my video that I had some blow-ups where some burned and some didn't caramelize as well. That's because my brown sugar wasn't as even as it should have been. And I was videotaping it for all of you, and I wanted to be fast so you would watch. But yeah, you make it nice and even, and then you just turn the torch on and make it as crispy as you want. You can smell it. It smells, if we had smell vision, it smells like you are baking a pie in the oven. That's how good it smells. But because of the salt and pepper that I added after I whipped up my potatoes, I had salt and pepper. It's savory and sweet at the same time, and it makes a beautiful side dish. And again, if you're making it for a lot of people, you might want to get your husband to be your sous chef and help you peel the potatoes. To be honest, that's what took, cooking them and getting the skins off took the longest of the whole process. So it's a really great dish. I love it. I know I'm going to be making it more often. The great thing about this is you do not need an oven at all. I will be able to make this at the Bay next summer because I know that my friend Bear really wants to try this. I can make it at the Bay because all you need is a heating source, and I have an electric burner at the Bay. You only need to be able to boil water, and then you have your electric mixer and your handy torch, kitchen torch. That's all it is. And then your brown sugar. It's cheap. It's easy. It only takes potatoes, milk, a little bit of butter, brown sugar, salt and pepper. That's it. And your kitchen torch. It's easy. It's fun. It will spice up your table. It's something in replacement of mashed potatoes. And believe it or not, sweet potatoes are better for you than regular white potatoes or Yukon Gold or whatever. They are better for you. They're healthier. And even with the brown sugar, believe it or not, that sprinkling of brown sugar on the top, it doesn't add all that many more calories, but it sure does add our favorite word in my kitchen, flavor and texture, because you got that crunch. Now, my husband had an interesting idea, and if you really are a fan of traditional sweet potatoes with the marshmallows, nothing works better with a torch than some good old marshmallows. And I might try that the next time I make this dish. Throw a couple of little mini marshmallows on top with the brown sugar and brulee it all. Set it all on fire. I bet it will taste amazing if that's how you roll with your sweet potatoes. So it's a new kind of recipe. It was fun to try something different because mashed potatoes can get so boring. So I hope this is a great recipe that you will try in your own kitchen. And if you ever need any help or have any questions, I'm always available. All you have to do is come on Facebook and message me. I'll be happy to help. So this is the first episode of many, I hope, of Political Paula Cooks. I hope I gave you an idea to mix it up a little bit for your next holiday meal. Love shows and grows. Show your love with food. Political Paula's out.